DeFi and Liquity's latest and greatest. Today we're going to find out a little bit more about Liquity and what it's about after being listed on BitFi, all that and much more. Welcome back, Moneybags Rico. Let's start off first at BitFi's official Twitter account. That's at BitFi. Give them a follow. Make sure the bell notifications lit like that. You guys will not miss out on any new pairs. And also take this time to hit the link down in the description where if you guys deposit $100, you guys can also get $100 deposited back into your perpetual account, the futures. Now, on top of that, as we continue, I have a private group specifically made for those who use that link. And we're going to go ahead and talk about trading, talk about BitFi. Once you guys sign up, let me know down in the comments. I will send you the private link to this group, and we're going to talk about everything that has to do with trading, okay? You guys do not want to miss out on that opportunity, okay? We've got the core features are as follow. Liquity is a decentralized borrowing protocol that offers unprecedented benefits for borrowers, okay? We got a one-time borrowing fee. Liquity charges a one-time borrowing fee as low as 0.5% that is algorithmically adjusted by the protocol based on redemption activity and time. So that's how it's going to be picked out, how those fees are basically associated with that borrow, right? With that loan that they got. So interest-free borrowing. Let's go into the details. Also, at the end of the video, we'll check out the prices on CoinMarketCap. So if that's something that you're interested, looking into LQTY token, we'll see how it's doing considering they just got listed. And I know the markets were going up and then they kind of pulled back, but we'll see what's going on. This is going on live right now. It's being recorded right now. So let's go ahead. We got interest-free borrowing. Users can borrow the stablecoin LUSD interest-free against their ETH used as collateral. They can thus obtain ETH-backed loans without recurring fees. A little bit more details. In other decentralized borrowing protocols, users pay variable interest rates that occur for the duration of their loan, which often change unpredictably through governance. When using Liquity, users pay a one-time borrowing fee determined upfront as a percentage of the drawn amount. This borrowing fee adjusts itself algorithmically in its fully decentralized manner, meaning that a lot of other ones that lend stuff out, that do loans kind of like this, they keep charging you nonstop, back to back. And what Liquity is doing is that one time upfront, get it out the way, and that's it. Okay, no more hidden fees, not worrying about, that this change or that change is upfront, and it's also a decentralized manner. That's something to keep in mind. We're going to go into further detail. We're also going to be talking about arbitrage on this one. Okay, so just kind of tap the mic a little bit right there, but we'll be talking about arbitrage as well, which they don't say that, but I'm going to show you guys if you read in between the lines and check out the details. That's why it's important to do your due diligence, because none of this is financial advice, but I'm going to show you guys where you guys can read and find out this little opportunity that's hidden right in plain sight. So we got product decentralization. Core to the ethos of Liquity, its product layer is just as decentralized as its smart contracts. All front ends are run by third-party operators who are incentivized to do via LQTY rewards. We'll talk about that token at the end of the video, right? Third-party front ends. Liquity AG does not run its own web interface. Instead, Liquity's Ethereum-based smart contract can be accessed via third-party apps. Anyone can easily front end by using the launch kit or SDK, and by doing so, earn a share of the stability pool rewards. Okay, so that's the incentive going on right there. And we're going to go into the details. It's a little bit further down where we're going to start talking about the arbitrage. A kickback rate is set by every front end ranging from 0% to 100%, and it determines the share of rewards earned by their user stability pool deposits. For example, if the kickback rate is 99%, the front end will be rewarded with 1% of LQTY rewards, while the user keeps the rest. Because of this mechanism, the front ends are directly incentivized to grow the Liquity ecosystem and provide a unique tool for the users. Let's continue. So this is censorship. So it's basically fully immutable. We got Liquity was deployed as a complete system set to run autonomously without human intervention. No one can change or upgrade the contract, and no one has special access. This is fully decentralized. Basically, you can get a loan. You don't have to worry about anybody judging you or not checking your credit, because this is crypto. We know what's up, right? So censorship resistance. Liquity is a protocol rather than a platform. There is no administrator with special privileges that could interfere with, alter, or halt the operations of the protocol in any way. So no human greed getting attached to this, none whatsoever. Just basically us and that smart contract. So we got front end operations is provided exclusively by third parties, which make the system decentralized and resistant to censorship and also tampering, basically, is what they're saying right there, right? So we got 110% collateral ratio. It's important that we go through these details. Stick around to the end. We'll check out the prices. We'll see what's going on, but at least we can know what's going on with Liquity and, you know, show our support to BYDFi, who's also rocking with the channel. You guys see the link down below. Take advantage of the link. $100. You get the other $100. And if you guys can't do that, at least smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel because there's going to be a lot more stuff going on with the channel. And I want to get more things going back to you guys who are subscribed to the channel, right? Who's rocking with me. So we got collateral ratio overview. So we got a collateral ratio is the ratio between the dollar value of the collateral in your position and its debt in LUSD. The collateral ratio of your position, called Trove, will fluctuate over time as the price of ETH changes. It's fluctuating, right? So 110% collateral ratio. Liquity protocol allows users to borrow at a minimum collateral ratio of 110%, which corresponds to a loan to value ratio of 90.91%. This makes borrowing highly capital efficient and allows for up to 11 times leverage on investments. That's pretty lucrative, right? When compared to other DeFi borrowing protocols, Liquity's minimum collateral ratio requirement of 110 is unprecedented. So basically like no other. If you guys know something else, you know, let's be transparent. Let me know down in the comments. If you guys like what you're seeing about Liquity, let me know if you want to see more with Liquity. If you're part of this community, share this on your Twitter, share it on your Facebook. Let the team know, or the official Facebook know, or the official Twitter know, and to share this. Also, I've seen you guys have a YouTube, so maybe share this video on there. There won't be no copyright strikes. The more people that learn about this, the better, right? So we have borrowers need to ensure that their collateral ratio does not fall below 110%. Otherwise, their Trove becomes vulnerable to liquidation. This is very important. That's why these details, you guys must stick around for them if you're interested. The protocol's efficient, instantaneous liquidation mechanism allows for such a low calendarization ratio while maintaining a high level of robustness. Now let's continue on the efficiency of these liquidations. Liquidation overview. To ensure the entire stable supply remain backed by collateral, Trove that fall under the minimum collateral ratio of 110% will close liquidated, okay? The debt of the Trove is canceled and absorbed by the stability pool, and its collateral distributed among stability providers. That's kind of the incentive. We're getting into that, right? This is how this system's going to work autonomously, right? It's going to work automatically. So let me get out the way of this mic. We got efficient liquidations, okay? Liquidations ensure that borrowing protocols remain solvent, which is very important for these things to stay solvent. We all know what's up. We've been in this space long enough to make sure that it has to stay like this. Thus, Liquity's quick and efficient liquidations of Trove that fall under the minimum collateral ratio of 110% maintain health and stability of the protocol. Liquidation is performed in the following order of priority. These are important to know. Offsetting. The LUSD tokens in a stability pool are used to repay the calendarized debt and are subsequently burned. The collateral from the liquidated Trove is sent to the stability pool. Next, redistribution. If the stability pool does not contain sufficient LUSD to cover the debt, the remaining debt and collateral from the liquidated Trove is redistributed to all active borrowers in proportion to their own collateral amounts. Liquidators are incentivized to execute prompt liquidations while stability providers benefit from contributing to the system stability pool. Now next comes the juicy part, right? Let's see what we got. I'm pretty sure this is the part right here. This is where we're going to check it out. So we got redemption overview. A redemption is the process of exchanging LUSD for ETH at face value, as if one LUSD exactly worth $1. That is, for one LUSD, you get $1 worth of ETH in return, right? Keeping that one for one, basically. Next, we have users can redeem their LUSD for ETH at any time without limitations. However, a redemption fee is charged on the redeemed amount. So that is pretty unique right there. If you ask me, that you guys can basically redeem this at any time. Obviously, there's a fee with anything that goes on. If you go to your ATM and you pull money out, there's a fee. It doesn't matter where you go, unless maybe you go to your exact ATM, but most likely you'll go to ATM that you need it now and you will be charged a fee. So that's understandable. we have right here, redeemable stablecoin. LUSD is fully redeemable stablecoin. At any time, the protocol allows holders to redeem their LUSD for the underlying ETH collateral at face value. For example, a holder redeeming 100 LUSD will receive 100 worth of ETH collateral from the riskiest trove, minus the current redemption fee. We covered that, right? The redemption mechanism creates a price floor for LUSD, pushing its price back to a parity whenever it drops below a dollar. Here it's going to get good. Holders have the incentive to redeem LUSD if they can buy it for less than $1 and then convert it into ETH at the price of exactly $1. Redemption leads to a contraction of the total LUSD supply and the adjustment of the base rate. It doesn't say it right here, but basically what they're saying is there's an opportunity for arbitrage because you're basically getting the LUSD for under $1 and you can get the ETH for the value of $1. So that's something to keep in mind. If we want to learn more about this, you guys want to dive a little bit deeper into this arbitrage and you guys want to know more about it on the channel, let me know down in the comments and we'll dive a little bit deeper because there's a lot of different forms of doing it. Buying it from one exchange, going to another one. But this is also another form of arbitrage that's basically happening right here in front of us where you can buy this this LUSD for under $1 and then turn it right back into ETH for the value of $1. So that's pretty lucrative, right? So next we have governance overview. So Liquity utilizes built-in algorithm to manage and dynamically update its adjustable parameters with no need for token voting and governance call. The protocol has no admin key and nobody can alter the rules of the system in any way. The smart contract code is completely immutable. Nobody can mess with this. It's just you and the contract. Unlike other DeFi protocols, Liquity does not rely on human governance to vote on the monetary interventions. All protocol parameters are either preset and immutable or algorithmically controlled by the protocol itself, making human intervention redundant. By measuring the redemption volumes and applying a time decay mechanism, it constantly adjusts the base rate, serving as a basis for both the borrowing and redemption fees. Combining this governance-free nature with the one-time borrowing fee creates a predictable experience for users borrowing against their ETH. And that predictable experience, what are they saying? That you can almost basically see what's going on good enough that you can probably do that arbitrage. I suggest paying attention, keeping your eyes peeled, tapping in with me, use the link down below, and we can talk about this in that private group and learn a lot more about this, okay? Next, we have stability pool overview. So the stability pool is the first line of defense in maintaining system solvency, which is something that's important. It achieves that by acting as the source of liquidity to repay the debt from liquidated troves, ensuring that the total LUSD supply always remains backed. The stability pool is funded by users transferring the LUSD into its called stability providers. Incentives. So we got these incentives right here. Incentives for stability providers. Users can deposit LUSD tokens to the stability pool and make the protocol more robust against ETH prices or price drops. Stability providers are incentivized by liquidity in two ways. Okay, so liquidation gains, liquidations of ETH loans, troves will generally lead to a net gain for the stability pool, consisting of the difference between the absorbed debt in LUSD and the received collateral in ETH. Stability providers participating pro rata with their pool deposit, thus acquiring collateral from liquidated positions at significant discounts. Next, we have some rewards. Everybody loves rewards, right? And also, the link down below, there's up to $2,800 in rewards that you guys can get on BYDFi. Just want to mention that as well. So don't miss out on that as well. It's pretty easy to do. Rewards. Stability providers will continuously receive LQTY tokens, which we'll talk about at the end and check the prices, based on the deposited LUSD and the kickback rate of the front end through which their deposits are made, okay? Stability providers can withdraw their ETH gains and LQTY rewards at any time, while LUSD deposits can be withdrawn as long as the system contains no liquidation debt. So keep those details in mind. And now we have some incentives for stakers. This is how you keep the system running, right? A lot of incentives, rewards, and this is how it's going to keep going around in circles, basically, where people can even do some arbitrage possibly if you guys are interested in that. So we have staking overview. Liquity's secondary token, LQTY, is not a governance token. Instead, it is used to capture 100% of the revenue generated by the Liquity protocol. This revenue is distributed to all stakers of LQTY. Incentives for the stakers. Liquity captures the revenue from the borrowing and redemption fees and pays it out on a pro rata basis to the stakers of the LQTY token. The tokens can be staked and unstaked at any time with no minimum lockup period. This is something that we got to notice, right? When we're connecting the dots, we're reading in between the lines. There's a lot of freedom in here. You can enter and exit whenever you like. So if you like it, you see something you like, you're testing it out, you don't like it, you can get right out. Obviously, there's some of these fees, my bad on that, some of the fees that are associated with, the redemption or whatnot, but nonetheless, there's always fees for everything, right? So staked LQTY are not used to back up liquidity, and are not used for governance, making LQTY's staking mechanism easy to reason about when compared to other DeFi protocols, okay? So you guys let me know down in the comments, is this something you guys want to see more of? Let's check the prices out. Also, give them a follow if you're part of this community. It's at Liquity Protocol. Give them a follow. Let's go ahead and give them a follow. Make sure the bell notification lit. If you're part of this community, make sure you guys get the video on their Twitter. In the comments, leave some bullish comments down below. That'll help the YouTube algorithm push these videos out. I see you guys are followed by some people that follow me. Shout out to Feg Thomas, big person in the space right there. So get this video out. Get some comments down below. That'll help the YouTube algorithm get it out. And just in case you guys haven't already, go ahead and give me a follow at Rico Moneybags. And like I said, I got that link on the Twitter as well where you guys can tap in. This is what some of the charts look like, where you guys can keep track of everything. I think this is really good for those who want to participate in either adding some liquidity or adding the liquidity staking, or getting a loan, whichever one it might be. But you got some technical analysis that you guys can go over with right here. I'll have all these links down below in the description, of course. And now last but definitely not least, let's check out the prices, right? So earlier today, I did see this pumping up. Obviously, Bitcoin had fluctuating, came right back down. It was above 30, then fluctuated back down. So we're going to see that. But overall, the volume is up 6%. It was just up about 7-8%. We were in the green. But if we just look at this really quick, not financial advice, we'll do some technical analysis. Let's get the horizontal line out. This is where we want to stay above. That's an easy line to see. We got the horizontal line right there. That's a line of support right there. And these are all things that we'll be learning in that private group. You guys sign up, you're interested in that. We'll be setting up positions like this where you guys will be able to see this just like I do. And then we're going to set up this resistance that we obviously have right here. And we're within this channel right here, okay? We can see that pretty easily because history repeats itself. And we can see that tapping right there. Although it didn't happen perfect right there, that's essentially what's happening. And we also have the tap right there. And we can see what the market's pulling back. We have another tap. So seeing something along the lines within this channel, not financial advice, but you could fill up when it taps right here. See if it holds on, makes a support, ride this back up, see if it breaks past that $2.55. If it does, it'll do a move like this and then have a continuation. So keep an eye on it. It could just pump straight back up. I don't want the liquidity community not to be happy with that. But as a trader, this is something I will keep an eye on. I want you guys to be profitable out there and have a good time while you guys are doing it. And if you guys can't do that, continue to come back and experience the abundance of money with me. Until next time, you guys know what it is. Later.